We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. You decide when you lose, not other people. And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SidescrollersPodcast.com. Hello, everybody from sunny Wells, Vagina. We are here in San Diego. As you can see, I'm Stuttering Craig. We are live from the Basic Pizza right across the street from Petco Park, just hanging out with our wings out, because you can do that in California, apparently, without getting arrested, which is very odd. Just kidding. Smash does have his pants on, which is great. True, he does. Glad you guys are hanging out with us today. It is weird, actually, having people to my left and to my right, which I'll tell you what, let's take the opportunity, first and foremost, before we get to Blabs, to introduce those fine people. Directly to my right, why don't you do everybody a favor and introduce yourself, please?
What's going on? It's Smash JT. I met Craig actually last night here, and he is a lot taller in person than I was expecting. So, I mean, I was prepped.
You want to do a height check?
Height check?
Yeah,
all right.
Here we go. Let's stand up real quick, just so everybody can see. Let's go. And directly to my left, a brand new friend.
Yes.
How about you do us a favor and introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jericho Green. I also had the pleasure of meeting Craig for the first time yesterday at a wonderful event we had here. And for the record, my pants are on for now, but not for long.
And that's what I love about you. We've only spoke for a few minutes, but I'll tell you what, I got that party vibes from you, and I appreciate that. That's
Sparks
good.
flew, man.
That's good. That's good. Speaking of sparks flying, let's bring in Blabs. Hey, how are you?
Am I ruining your moment? It sounds very gay over there.
Oh, listen, it's the gayest. It's sunny California.
It is California.
That's right. Here we are. It's amazing how that works out. We could have just started the show, and it would have been a great intro. Gay. That's what we got going on over here. Blabs, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, good. Wait to add something. Wait. You have anything else that you would like to add?
No, I'm good. Hi, chat.
Go to the corner. Oh, wrong corner. Here we go. Let's switch it, Blabs. There you go. Make it work. As I said, we are live from San Diego today. We are out here for San Diego Comic-Con. We're hanging out at Basic Pizza. If you've ever been out here, we hung out here last night with our big bad boy Gabe from Big Boy Comics. He put together an excellent party for his birthday. We come hung out. It was a great time, great pizza, drinks and soft drinks and water and more soft drinks and more pizza and all sorts of stuff. So if you get an opportunity, they were kind enough to allow us to come hang out here and do like our first like remote podcast. It's the first time we've done a show actually like in person. So it's very exciting to do this. So thank you guys for having us out here. So if you guys are out in San Diego for Comic-Con, come and join us out at Basic Pizza.
It is great pizza here, by the way.
It is. Yeah. What was your favorite last night?
I didn't eat last night, but I've had it here before, and basic pepperoni. I know. Boring, but great.
What about you, Jericho? Did you have any?
It has to be the mashed potato bacon
Dude.
pizza. Unreal.
Right?
It works.
I'm sorry. Mashed potato bacon on pizza? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I have not eaten that one yet.
You need to
kind of want to try it.
We probably need to stop the show right now and have them make us one, which is good. Anyway, so yeah, the place is called.
I'm no longer working for Side Scrollers after that statement. We're not eating mashed potatoes pizza.
Blabs, it was the best.
No.
Like the best.
Dishonor on your cow. No.
It was the best crazy ass pizza I've ever had. How's that? Just saying.
I'm not happy with you right now.
Don't be. What? Do you like the mozzarella? Is that what you the mozzarella? And
what is wrong with you? You can't even pronounce it right. Ah.
The mozzarella.
See?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Is
no,
that
it's
good?
not. No. you fired, all of you,
Good on this one.
I agree. Jericho's
so
on
too.
fire over here, Blabs. You shut him down. It's ridiculous.
because it's wrong.
Are you gonna try it, Blabs?
What?
Say it.
Mozzarella?
Oh, that's how you. Okay.
Hold on. I didn't hear you. You didn't speak with your hands. That was a big issue.
Mozzarella? Is that what you wanted or
Mozzarella.
something?
Either way. Well,
Hey, I'm walking here and eating
I'm-
mozzarella.
we got a pizza and a pasta. We're walking here in San Diego.
Oh boy.
That's right. Hey, Mamba. There you go.
Oh God.
What's wrong, Blabs? It's ridiculous. Well, look. we're
Mambo,
here-
not Mamba.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what you were upset about? You were upset about that and not the fact that it's like I just totally butchered the whole idea of Italian Americans.
Yes, all of it is just trash. It's fine.
Well, I'm glad. Well, look, we're hanging out here in San Diego. We're going to be heading over to Comic-Con here a little bit. You've already been over there. Have you been over there already, Jericho?
I went over there for the setup.
Yeah.
There's got to be 100,000 people outside lined up, ready to go. It is going to be crazy.
And before we went live, Blabs was saying, hey, Craig, when are you going over there? Because there's a gift I want you to get me.
Yeah.
And Blabs apparently thinks that I just like pee money. Blabs, why don't you
That's
tell
weird.
everybody? Well, listen, I'm just telling you what you told me. What did you think?
Let's do like a little guessing game to the chat. Actually, no, Jericho, you don't know the price because I didn't tell you yet. Okay, there's a life-size
Well,
Tyrannosaurus
hold on.
Rex for
Is
sale.
this, do we have this on our run sheet today?
Yes.
Okay, then let's hold off on it. Let's hold off on that. Because first, I want to remind everybody we are live over at rumble.com/sidescroll. Do us a favor. Hit the follow button over there as we continue to grow every single day over on Rumble, which is great. We also have an X account where you could have found out that Smash and Jericho were going to be on the show. And you can watch the show over there by simply following us over at x.com/sidescrollerpod. We also have an Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
We do, so follow us for memes and clips of the show. Otherwise, some sort of violence upon your cow and your sandwiches.
Sounds great. Thanks, Blabs. We also have a Kick account, and you can find us over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you want to listen to the show instead of staring at our stupid faces in real life over here. You can also find us over at sidescrollerspodcast.com, which redirects us over to the Locals page. I think I'm going to be posting a few things over on Locals over the next couple days or so. So make sure you guys become it's a free membership. Just go over there, find a membership, and put your email in, and then you get notified whenever we go live, because apparently that's not a thing over on YouTube anymore. So there we go. Speaking of YouTube, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button and join the nearly 90,000 people who are just normal men looking for common sense in the video game and entertainment space. 89,800 as of this second, as we continue to grow a little bit more every single day. Let's do our best to get to 1,000 likes. And here on this wonderful occasion, broadcasting from San Diego, let's get to 25 memberships. I think that'd be really, really great. With that said, I'd like to remind everybody that today's episode is brought to you by our friends over at the Real Game Awards. And I say our friends, I mean me. So head over to therealgameawards.com and become a member over there, as we got some stuff we're working on. Going to make an announcement here very, very soon. I can't wait to share it with you. So make sure you guys head over there and become a voting member over there at the Real Game Awards. And guess what? In the Real Game Awards, it's 100% decided by gamers, not 10% decided by gamers. It's 100% decided by gamers, which that's like the most shocking thing about the whole thing with Jeff Keighley's award show. Do you know who Jeff Keighley is?
No.
He
Enlighten
is the Prius of video game journalism. I mean, that's what he is. He's like safe, reliable,
Gets it done. Yeah.
generic. I mean, that's what he is. He's super vanilla, right? And no disrespect to Prius. They're great cars, but at the
I
same,
had one. So
like who hasn't? at
served
this
me
point?
well. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But he has an award show called the Game Awards, and it's very, very popular. But 90% of the vote is dedicated to like people on the inside, access media, and like that's wrong. I think that it should be 100% devoted to gamers, and only 10% is like. Anyway, so we're countering that with our own game show, with our own Game Awards show. So
I agree. It should be about the people, the ones who play the games.
And before your Game Awards, I didn't know it was that extreme.
yes,
Like it got exposed. I was like, oh damn, that's wild. It's wild.
I know, and it's right on their website. It's right there. It's like Sweet Baby Ink. It's all right there for you. Anyways, we got a lot going on today. I'm glad you guys are here. Mercenaries starting us off today, as we're going to cover Blabs' face down there with the $5 super chat. Says, I want to visit you guys since you're in my neighborhood, but if you are in the con, I can't get in. Say hi to the Antarctica press booth in there. There's an Antarctica
I haven't seen it yet.
I like the idea that you can there's a booth devoted to Antarctica.
Themed booths.
That's interesting.
Like a tourist booth, like a tourism booth. Come to Antarctica, see the penguins.
Somebody's
know.
dressed in a polar bear costume there for sure.
I'm sure I missed back in the day where it was like booth babes. Now it's replaced with Antarctica.
Listen, I would be all on board with booth babes and like furry
I'm
outfits,
down.
you know?
Yeah.
I think it'd be great. Or just straight big parkas. Blabs, do you know anything about booth babes, Blabs?
Yes.
Do you think that the Antarctica booth should have booth babes in it?
I don't think that would work that way. I feel like they'd be like bundled up completely with like winter jackets and like snow gear. I don't think it'd really work.
It's like a beer commercial.
Yeah.
Think of it like a beer commercial.
Yeah, and like every 30 minutes they like rip it
There'll
off.
probably be like a bunch of women in bikinis and be like, "Save the polar bears!"
Well, no, you forgot the blue hair as well.
No, booth babes need to be hot. Can't have blue hair.
Well,
Thank you.
I actually think that would be phenomenal. Is if you had booth babes for Antarctica, and then like every 30 minutes, this like rad guitar riff hit like over the speakers and goes, "Meow," and they go, "Psh," and then they like rip off their parkas and they got booth babe outfits on.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I'm sorry.
I'm listening.
Smash is slowly taking off his pants over here.
Uh-oh,
which is
stop. Please stop.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Absolutely Ready came in, says we need a Gyllenhaal abs as an emoji. Do it, Craig. I agree. Hey, have you seen Jake Gyllenhaal on Roadhouse?
Unfortunately, I did.
Listen, whatever you think of the movie, Jake Gyllenhaal is in great shape.
He's ripped up, man. I'm sure he has some needle marks in his buttocks.
Oh, 1,000%.
But he looked good.
Yeah. He's just straight up jabbed all over the place. It's crazy. And Jay Watt came in and says promo code smash short. There we go. You know what? I'll tell you what. After the show today,
God, here we go.
after the show today, I will create a promo code over on our locals page. If you'd like to support us, it will be Smash is Short over on local. I'll give you 3 months free with hashtag Smash is Short or with promo code Smash is Short.
Not Craig is a giant.
No.
but it's me, the average height person that is now short. Okay.
That's
Can confirm he's a tree.
listen. Craig is a giant is way too long of a promo code. Just saying. Smash is Short is.
What about Craig the giant, like Andre?
What about Craig the tree?
Craig the tree?
I don't like either of these things. Wormsworth came as a Jericho Green is a true American.
Yes, thank you.
I love it.
We all are.
American. Yes. Well, most of us are.
Yeah.
is good.
Well, I mean, us
These
here.
days, who
Yes,
knows?
Yeah. The worthy one says, "Love the shirt, Jericho." Let's get a
What's
nice
the
look at
shirt?
it. There you go.
Richard Pryor,
Little Richard.
greatest
Oh,
comic ever.
nice.
Says Richard Pryor is my top 5. Is in my top 5 favorite comedians, along with Bernie Mac and Chappelle. Let's go. Do you have a top 5 favorite comedians?
Oh yeah, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Chappelle, Bill Burr, and let's throw Sam Kinison in there.
Ooh,
I
love
like
it.
that one.
Man,
Yeah.
Sam Kinison is great. That's Bill Burr. Like, he's awesome. I feel like he was given a shot. Did you see his new movie that it was like Angry Dads or Old Dads or something like that
No,
on
I heard
Netflix?
of it, watched it, yeah, I heard of
It was pretty good. I mean, I feel like if they allowed him to really go at it, it could have been a lot more funny.
Mm.
But I feel like there was definitely some nerfing of the material in there. Speaking of, if you guys don't know, this man to my left is a comedian, and we're later on in the show. This is going to be primetime viewing. You are excellent at roasting people.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to be pulling up pictures of video game journalists and let you do your thing.
I can't wait.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
It's a highlight of my day right there. I can't wait for this.
Normal Man says there's plenty of stuff to see in Antarctica, like penguins, ice, penguins. Thanks, Normal Man. Don't forget about the secret bases. Yeah, that's good. And Mercenary came in with the 5, says Antarctic Press is an indie comic group. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I am friends with Fred Perry there. Tell him I said hi. If you see him, his comics are great reads. I mean, that's cool. I just like the idea of it being a booth for Antarctica. a little more.
Yes.
Well, I feel like you built up
Polar bears.
the booth babes. Now I'm like,
I
I'm never
agree.
let down when I go and not see him now.
I agree. Oh, man. And then we got Dart says Blas misspelled
I
San
didn't.
Diego.
I didn't do it. That's Craig. He wrote down Diego.
Yeah, I have a hard time with I before E except after C.
Same here.
But you remember
There's some
that.
words that don't follow that, which
Yeah,
really
the
confuses
English
me.
language is
Yeah,
dumb.
it's so stupid.
Mercenary says, if you ask, I'm the guy with the head crab hat. All right, thanks, Mercenary. Let's go. And Mo came in and says, Patrice O'Neal's in my top 3. Easy. Hashtag rip Patrice.
Yep.
There we go. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it. All right, great support to start the show. Thank you guys very much for getting us going. Blabs, why don't you fill us in on today in video game history?
Okay. So today is July 25th, and we have Wally.
Wally.
You got Wally on the list? Wally.
You bet your ass I did. We got Wally releasing in 2008. It was a video game. We have Wolfenstein Youngblood, the deluxe edition,
You
releasing.
said it wrong. It's
Wolfenstein, whatever. Shut up. You can't even spell Diego. This was released back in 2019. And then Remnant 2, which I heard a lot of good things was about, is now released 1 year ago in 2023. The end.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Wolfenstein would be something a little different.
I
What
agree.
is that, Velvet?
Has anyone actually played the Wally game?
No, I was concerned. Blabs, did you was it a reference to the movie? Like, was it?
No, it's an actual video game based on the original movie. But like, here's the thing: they made a Pixar Ratatouille game, which was phenomenal. So I kind of hope that
Really?
the Wally video game was really good too.
Man, all right.
Blabs,
What?
I want to let you know something. Last night, during the meet and greet up here at this wonderful location over here at Basic Pizza in San Diego, California. Last night, I probably had 6 people come up to me and say how much they appreciate today in gaming history. I'm not
Yay!
kidding. Now, they also had very harsh words to say to you about you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They thought you were great, Blabs. They thought you were
Oh,
great.
good. Thank you. Thank you to the 6 people who said that. Thank you.
Right. That's so anyways, that was a big win for you, Blabs. Way to go. All right, we got a lot to talk about today. The Mr. Beast stuff is boiled over. We have some Kotaku just going crazy. We're going to talk Concord. We got this crazy sucker over here who's going to fill us in on on how his channel's blowing up right now, which is great.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it catches me a little bit off guard. I've been doing this for a while, and sometimes it's the most random stuff that takes off. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, we're going to give you a chance to shine, and we're going to get this guy. By the way, Chris Gore may be joining us here in a little bit. He says if he gets his coffee, he'll be joining us. So I may actually have to leave and just let Smash just run the show here for a little bit, or we'll just stare at Blabs the entire time, which will be good. We'll just
Put that frozen face of her
Yeah,
smile.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
That
pop
one.
her up like
That's the
that.
one I was
Pretty.
thinking of.
we probably should put like a be right back.
No.
Just
Technical
leave it.
difficulties.
Yeah,
You
yes.
have to have technical difficulties.
1000%. Yeah.
Error 404.
Mhm. All right, let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. All right. Did you like Eric's with the cowboy scream there? Let's go. Yeah, welcome to Side Scrollers. This is
It
good.
was the pickles that did it for me. But yeah, that was great.
Right. Yeah, the pickles do it for everybody.
I have no words to follow up on that one.
No need.
So, Blabs, what do we got today? You're going to guide us through the news today. You wanted to
Okay.
talk about something at San Diego Comic-Con?
Yes, and funny enough, Smash said he didn't see this, which I kind of find hard to believe considering it's life size.
Okay.
All right, what would you respond with if I told you that there's a life-size Tyrannosaurus Rex on sale at San Diego Comic-Con? What would you think would be the price point?
$7.
Life-size T-Rex head, $7.
Is it real?
What do you mean? Is it real?
I mean, is it a real dinosaur head? Is it a real T-Rex head? It's life size, but is it life?
Do you think that they
This is
can just
dug out of the
preserve
ground.
the skin of a dinosaur for X amount of years?
No, okay, there's skin on it. You just said it was a dinosaur head. I thought it was a skeleton.
Think like almost like animatronic or replica
Okay,
Mhm.
of a real
$12.
T-Rex. $12. Are you serious? You're shitting me, right?
No, probably $5,000.
That's it. That's what you guys are gonna guess. How about you,
Okay.
Jericho? You seem like an intelligent person.
Ooh, I seen that way. I'm gonna go Price is Right rules,
Mhm.
$5,001.
Well, Smash, do you already know the price?
already
Because I
know the
told you
price, so I
before.
can't
you can't say.
But I would've
You're
gone
all
higher.
wrong, by the way, because it's $18,500 for this.
Wow.
What does it do?
Nothing.
Scares the ever-loving bejesus out of anyone who walks into your house.
I have
for
to
the rest of the
say, it's
body?
impressive.
Like
How much for the body?
yeah, how much for the rest of the body? That's what I want to know.
Wow.
I mean, it is really impressive. $18,000.
$18,500, but
With
maybe you can
tax?
get $500 off if you ask nicely.
I mean, that's really impressive.
Does it
That-
have
Look
wheels?
at the detail. It's very impressive. It's almost like an animatronic in my opinion, but I thought it was gorgeous. And I was like, oh, T-Rex! So we had to share it.
It doesn't roar or anything. It's just
I don't think so, but listen, you guys will be able to see this because it's at the booth.
Okay.
So let me know. Do a follow-up video.
check that out.
Well, I'm gonna let you know all super chats from here on out for the rest of the show will go towards the giant dinosaur head, which will end up somewhere.
Imagine trying to transport that.
I'll tell you this. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so guys, if we can just whip up about $18,000 right now, that'd be great for Blabs. Anything less than $18,500
plus tax.
Plus, you're right. Plus tax.
And it's California. It's 9% here. So
9%.
Yep.
Wow, the T-Rex
Wow.
head fun. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be honest. If you see a Harry Potter exclusive, that'd be fine by me. You don't have to spend 18 grand. Just the Harry Potter exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con.
Harry Potter
Thanks,
exclusive.
man.
What?
I don't know. Whatever. I know they make a Funko, but it's pretty ugly, so don't worry about that.
So
But
like,
if they make something else and you find something else, be like, oh, thanks.
I'm imagining some guy like this like an old man with plastic maybe brown bags that just has like a Harry Potter lightning bolt on it, and he's like exclusive merchandise. Like if that's the case, I will absolutely buy that for you, Blabs.
Definitely.
this bag
good.
smells weird.
yeah. This bag smell like pee. Yeah.
Because there's B on it.
They figured it out. Hey, look at this. Ian came in, contributing to the $18,000 fund. Says it says $18,000. I can buy 12 copies of Star Wars Outlaws for that. That's right. Hey, thank you so much, Ian. Appreciate it. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
there's the incentive for the $50 super chat.
Caught Jericho off guard with that.
Jared's like,
one.
all right.
Hey-o.
In a good way.
Hey. Oh,
She's making a great point. 2 great points.
4 great points.
that's awesome.
She's got 2 great points.
Thank you, Blabs. I'm the Icarus says we're actually a San Diego band, so we just want to say welcome to Wales vajayjay. Check out the Bronx Pizza. Well, no, we are at Basic today.
Right.
So, but thank you. I'm the Icarus.
Can you explain to me this whole whale vajayjay talk? Because you sent me that social yesterday, and I just questioned saying a whale's vagina, and then you didn't explain it to me. And I'm like,
Anchorman?
Oh,
when I was a kid, I haven't.
Oh my God.
classic.
I remember Anchorman 2 more than I remember Anchorman 1.
Wow. Oh my God. There's so many things I have to say about that.
Do you can actually see their disappointment in
Yeah,
real
I can
time.
see the perspiration like on his forehead forming.
I can't drive over the Coronado Bridge without thinking about Baxter. All right.
Oh, I remember him being like, I'm blind.
Yeah.
I think that's from the second one.
Wait,
I don't even
that
remember
giant
the
bridge
second
out there, that's where he threw
Yeah.
Baxter off of?
Yeah, that's the Coronado Bridge. It's right there. It's the world famous.
Oh, that's so funny. That's even funnier now that
Right.
now that you put that together for me.
You need to drive over it while you're here. It is.
I
It is a beast.
I was here for vacation about 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I did drive over the big bridge, but it would have been a lot funnier if I knew Baxter was punching off it.
Yep. Yep.
So, but
You
now
know
I
what?
do.
A great business model. Somebody should set up a stand there and have little stuffed dogs
Oh,
that
dude.
you can pay and kick over the side of that bridge. Because I know I would do
You've
that.
definitely not been on that bridge. You know how skinny those lanes are? There's no place to set anything up there.
I mean, it may cost a little bit more than you're expecting just to shut down traffic and stuff, but I think that's a fine idea. I like that idea. This is good.
Biodegradable. Going into the water here.
Cola came in and says, make a Be Right Blab screen. Oh, Be Right Blab screen.
Ooh,
Like a
I like
Ah.
you right, Blabs.
That's a pun there. Thanks, Co. Appreciate that. And Gremlin came in, says, Hail Smash Jater.
Hail, Gremlin.
Let's go. Grem Paltokin.
I'm pretty sure that's Paltalkin.
Thanks. Hey, that's Grim for you.
Paltokin.
That's Grim.
Grem's been around for a while. He's
go.
very supportive, dude. Thank you.
Anonymous Gamer says, more games for us men of culture, please. Blabs. That's right. Yes, Blabs, you do deliver games that are for men of culture, and we appreciate that. Like Wally.
heavy hitters such as.
Listen. If it's anything like the Ratatouille video game, I'm sure it's fantastic.
Yeah, or is it anything? What's the game that we saw the other day? Like
The Jumping Brownie?
Yeah, Jumping Brownie. Yes, like Happy Banana, whatever.
Super Pig?
Craig, let me ask you: would you rather play Concord or Wally?
Oh, that's a great question.
Wally,
I'm glad you asked, Smash. Thank you for
I've
that.
seen footage of Concord. It's not good. So Wally.
Maybe we'll get to that question a little bit later.
Okay.
All right, let's go and continue Blabs as we continue.
Right. So before I do, we do have a locals tip from Spoon Ninja saying for $10, saying get Chris a coffee.
Yeah, Chris texted me. He's like, "Do you have coffee?" I said no, but there is a Starbucks around, which implied go get it your damn self. So.
Nice. Anyway, moving right along, I figured we should just jump into some Capcom talk with you. Is that cool?
Capcom's always fun.
Yeah, all right. So this one's not so much fun. Capcom admits it has an internal quota to increase percentage of female managers and is considering hiring non-Japanese directors.
So they have the number, the diversity number to hit, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the gist of this story? Is this only in Japan or is this United States? What are we talking here?
So this is from the company's CEO and chairman made it clear the company was committed to ESG in a letter from November 2021. And from my understanding, it's kind of a global.
Okay. It's a global initiative.
Yes.
Jericho, you're sighing. What are your thoughts on this?
When I hear stories like this, headlines like that, it makes me want to poop because I am so tired. Things just need to be natural. If you have somebody in your company who has the qualifications to do whatever you need them to do, then let them do it. It shouldn't matter what they look like. There should be no quotas involved. Just give the people the best person for the job. When you start jamming people into positions that they're probably not qualified for, it's the consumer who suffers. So I can't stand that stuff. I'm so tired of it.
Oh, and they also want to hire basically more females too. So that's fun.
Makes you want to poop, huh?
Yeah.
I hear
right
that.
now.
Yeah. Pants are still on. Just letting you know that.
These are my pants. Don't worry about it.
They're not your pants. They're his pants.
That's on Capcom.
I mean, this is something that we've seen consistently across the board, right?
Yeah.
This DEI initiative, the idea of not hiring off meritocracy, but hiring based off of hitting certain quotas and numbers and stuff. So, I mean, it's more of the same. And
it's the continued downfall of society. And you have to wonder what's going on. Not to tinfoil hat it, but why? Where is this directive coming from? Why is it slowly crawling its way across the world? Who's pushing the buttons to make it happen?
BlackRock.
I didn't say it.
Are there tinfoil hats anymore? Because I think all these conspiracies are now true.
I mean,
we can take those tinfoil hats and use them to wrap up some leftovers or something.
It's true.
It's true.
All this stuff is really happening.
Pan brings up a really good point. Racial diversity in Japan. Have you ever been to Japan before?
A lot of Japanese people.
I've walked down the streets and they looked at me like I was Godzilla.
Well,
it was crazy.
I did hear a story that Japan was paying people to go there to make babies because
their population rate is declining. Yes, so they're trying to boost it up, and they're also kind of opening up immigration a little bit. You can have a nomad visa, which means you can work there if you make a certain amount of money and other restrictions, but it's a lot more lenient than other places.
And
it's very interesting.
You can buy a house very cheaply there right now.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
you do a little digging on that.
I mean,
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice. Well, I guess we'll see more wonderful. The irony of all this, which is just the most funny thing ever, is that one of the most popular franchises that Capcom makes, Street Fighter, right? Street Fighter is spectacular, but all Street Fighter is stereotypes of these cultures. That's literally it. When you go back to its core, Dalsum is this crazy stretchy Indian guy.
Yeah.
Zangief is the drunk Russian. Blanca's the crazy Brazilian monster. They all are down there. It's crazy how that works out.
Guile's the Air Force.
Yeah, America.
America guy.
Yeah, what are we doing? And that's you wonder when there's going to be. You see these these slates, these statements before these games are being made. You know, the past, this is the past, and we could acknowledge that, but we must move forward.
But I don't understand the negativity behind the stereotypes. Like, who's getting angry about this?
Nobody.
And why are they angry? I genuinely want to know. Like, what ripples is it causing in the world that's being like, oh, because Ken and Ryu are karate ninja, whatever they are.
Karate ninjas, keep going, Smash. You're good.
I don't know.
You got it. I like it.
I'm on a roll here.
I like it.
People are gonna roast me for that. But my point being is, like, who cares? Like, how's that affecting anything else? Like, just let them make the characters they want to and enjoy the game and buy it, or don't. You know, no one's forcing you to buy it.
That's an option.
So yeah,
You can just
not buy it.
I know. It's crazy how that works out.
Except for the games that if you don't buy it, then you are the problem and you're the bigot.
Well established.
Which we'll get to.
Yes. Listen, there's so many bigots. I can't even imagine how many bigots there are here at San Diego Comic-Con. Like, I'm sure Mercante would just go crazy. She may just combust into dust. By the way, you're going to meet Alyssa Mercante in a little bit.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard about that lovely lady.
It's going to be good. All right, Blabs, what else do we have here?
Well, since you mentioned Street Fighter 6, I thought we'd talk some Street Fighter 6 because Capcom and SNK appear to race replace Blue Mary.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Well, this is unconfirmed. This is, from what I understood, this is potentially a custom character that was in the trailer.
Yeah, so this character was in the Terry teaser trailer.
Yeah.
And she's in the background, and so everyone thinks that she is now Blue Mary because of the hair color, the outfit.
I can't wrap my head around this. I can't believe it until it's actually proven. I am not going to buy this story because it is so outrageous.
That is a fair point, Smash, but I'm letting you know this is the rumor.
It could be true.
It could be
Wow.
true.
These days,
Like I wouldn't put it past them to do so, but again, this is take it with a grain of salt.
Oh,
this
no.
may happen.
Based off the trajectory of what's been transpiring, it most likely is true, but I just will not believe it until it's actually proven. Like, that's what's scary.
I think that's the bigger thing here is the idea that this is believable.
Yeah. Not just believable, but like people are running with it because it's like, oh, here's another one. Like, yeah.
Right. Like just the idea that that people will be like, okay, I could see that. I could see Capcom doing that today. Like that's the bigger story associated with all this is. Okay. Well, thanks for that, Blabs. I guess we'll know more about that if that happens. But
Well, I also just wanted to share, like, this is supposed to be what she looks like originally, right?
okay.
Is that what she was supposed to originally look like?
That looks like her.
All right. Well, yeah. So meet your new Mary.
Wow.
Anyway, so moving along from that quick hit, we have a little bit of Concord talk.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So have any of you guys actually played Concord yet?
So Smash, his last two videos on the channel have been about Concord. Why don't you like fill us in really quick about Concord?
Okay, so Concord itself, base vanilla game, $40, which is why I'm not taking much interest in it. It's a hero shooter like Overwatch and other games of that style. And I'm like, why? First off, why bother paying money for this game that you can get elsewhere that's better, more advanced with a full player base than trying to pay money and get into a new one that isn't as good as people are saying. They're like, it's a decent passable game. Like, it's fine for what it gives you. And I'm not knocking the quality of the game. And I think that's what's really irking people about why they're not playing. It's like, if it's a good game, you need to play it. And if not, you're a bigot because we're taking chances and making a new IP and making everyone every different color and making all their hair a different color and making them as fat as possible for representation. It makes very little sense when you step back and look at it until you do a little bit of a deep dive on the employees there, which is what the last two videos I've made are.
You know, Jericho, you have not seen. Have you heard of this Concord game before?
I have not.
Okay, Blabs, will you pull up the character selection screen from Concord, please, just to kind of give Jericho a brief rundown of this has been called DEI the game, right? There are robots that have pronouns in the game. And I realize what I just said is the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. But that's the thing.
If
And
it was The Onion making the game, it would be like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's
but this is like
satire.
but this is a serious attempt at a.
What?
so
That's
that-
purple lipstick or blue
Who's
lipstick.
this?
It's
for?
blue lipstick, yeah.
well,
Who's gonna be?
apparently it's for nobody.
No. It's for the modern audience.
Oh, that's right. My fault. I'm sorry.
Come
Yes.
on, get it right. Craig.
That's right. This is for the modern audience. You can see the pronouns in the upper right corner right there. This is a badass woman right
She's
here.
got a red flag literally on her.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's excellent. But there is various robots and aliens. There is a white guy, which is awesome.
Token white guy.
Yeah, boo that guy. This character over here on the right side. We don't. Blab, see if you can get that.
It's
Like-
Pat.
Yeah, the androgynous Pat character all the way on the right side. See if you can find that one. Because I thought it was a girl, but apparently it is a boy in the game, and that's kind of been the ongoing thing here.
Craig, it's
with
whatever you
Concord.
want him to be.
That's true.
However you wake up and feel, that's what he's going to be.
See,
for you.
Smash, you're really speaking my language
Yeah.
now, and I appreciate that. So yeah,
He's not even there. They didn't represent him.
it
Where's
is
the representation for Pat?
good point.
Who's Pat? Which one is he?
Fat blue guy
Yeah, the fat blue girl over there.
with the
This is
shield or
terrible.
sewer cap on his back.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's okay, Blabs. If you can't
wait
find
a second. This big red thing.
no Blabs. His name's not really Pat.
No, not him. Not
No.
him.
No, that's all
What are
right.
his pronouns?
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyways,
Did you want me to dive into the employers or not?
well, let's see where Blabs is going here. Then we'll
Okay,
get into the
okay.
employees. So Blabs, let's go back to the story. Yes.
Right, so this was from The Gamer. Concord fails to crack Steam's 750 most wishlisted games after disappointing beta.
Right. Well, the Gamer is the beacon of video game journalism. We all understand that.
Kotaku Jr.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
like-
literally, if you look at the trajectory of people that work there, it's a vast majority of them go on to Kotaku as their next
It's
job.
like the feeder system.
It is. It literally is.
It's junior varsity.
When I was doing the research on this for the Kotaku Detected stuff, I was like, oh, this person worked at the Gamer before Kotaku. Oh, this person did. This person did. What the? Like, it's like the feeder system to Kotaku.
Wow.
Kotaku. Yeah.
The freshman or JV team.
Right.
So it's not even JV1. It's like JV2, like the second team.
They got to make sure that they pass all the tests to be a Kotakian.
Kotakian. Ugh. So a little background here. So this game was announced. People saw what was going on with it. They said usually games like this are free to play, and they sell through microtransactions or skins on the characters and such. And in this case, they said, no, the game is $40, right? Which is, like, it is what it is. But this is one of, I don't know, hundreds games like this that are available for free. Plus, with the agenda thrown into it, it has not gone over very well. So, but yeah, so Smash, real quick, just give us like a quick TLDR of your last two videos.
So I had somebody with some inside knowledge reach out to me and inform me of what's going on at the company, because they were sharing some frustrations that they felt like they have been silenced on, and if they speak up about them, then they would be blackballed, and that the company would either fire them or just make sure that their life is miserable until they quit. And that's the hostile work environment that is Firewalk Studios. And one of the employees, a lead developer, Lisa Brown, is forcing, Jericho's going to love this one, is forcing the employees to call her the professor. And if they do not address her or him, not really sure, the appropriate, it's not just pronouns, it's gone beyond pronouns. Now you wake up without the degrees and without earning anything, just telling people, you will address me as the professor moving forward.
It's amazing.
Or there's going to be problems at this company. And HR, reportedly, this is all rumored speculation from what I've been informed, backed her up on this and expected other employees to follow suit and call her that. And if they didn't, then they were the ones in the wrong. And then just to follow up real quick, there's another employee, Amanda, that I covered today in a video where she's an artist there. She's a fantastic, like, full disclosure, like, I was doing research on, she's great. Like, really good art, clearly passionate about video games, and clearly has injected political agendas based off of her Twitter feed that is very questionable that she looks to take with her to work when it comes to injecting it into a game that she's working on. And it's just the reality of what I'm seeing. They can get mad all they want, but I'm like, this is why you fail. We have gamers and people telling you what we want, and you are making the complete opposite, and then calling us bigots because we're not following suit. We are not part of your company. You need us to support you. Don't fight us. Don't hate us. Like, work with us, and let's do this together. But again, circling back to the original point, the major downfall with this game, charging $40 for it, was immediately a no. Like, I'm like, no, you can't. That's a non-starter. But then looking into it, even if it was free, all these other things would be issues with it as well. So it's just a cluster from the jump.
So there's that.
Wow.
Is that a kind of like info dump?
Well,
Take it all.
First of all, I want you to say African American bald, not black.
Okay. Thank
That's
you.
first of all.
Thank you.
But how many times do they need to beta test these games and stuff and have people not like it, yet they keep doing it? Because when people like movies or sports, when people play video games, there needs to be a level of fantasy to it. We don't want real life garbage in there. We just want to unplug from the real life garbage and just be entertained. I don't know why they can't take their preachiness, maybe take that somewhere else, but that's not what people are here for. We are here to play a game.
Well, they're trying to be all subtle about it with the pronouns too. Be like, oh, it's just, why are you offended? It's you're the problem if you're being offended by this. It's like, how about not do it?
Yeah, I don't want
wild
it.
concept.
Don't do that. Wow.
Yep, that's where we're at,
Wow.
with this whole thing, and this has been indicative of the video game industry as a whole. Blabs, let's go to the roast segment here in just a little bit, okay? So let's get those queued up, ready to go, because I feel like we're in the Venn diagram of this show. I feel like we're crossing over to the journalism side of this, and I think this should be really fun.
Letting the flow and stream just take it.
Yeah, just let it go, man. It's okay. I love it. With that said, I'd like to say thank you to RL Dog, who came in with a $5 super chat. Says, can we have Jericho roast Blabs for not seeing any Arnold movies? Oh my God. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, now you
Wait.
do.
What?
I have seen Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
No, you
Okay,
didn't.
which one?
Kindergarten Cop?
No, she hasn't seen Kindergarten
Oh
Cop.
my God. Start with that one.
Blabs.
Twins?
Blabs.
Come on.
Blabs. Just you and me. Just you and me here. Okay.
And like 2,000 other people.
Yeah, just listen, me and you. Okay. Do you remember when I would say I haven't seen Lord of the Rings and everyone would go, what? Right?
Well, that's a bigger difference, I think.
No,
than
it's
Arnold
not.
Schwarzenegger.
Okay, here's my take on this. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger has had a bigger impact than just as big impact as Lord of the Rings has. That's my thought.
Like his entire career compared
Yeah,
to
yeah,
oh my
yeah,
God, I'd
yeah.
say bigger.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
for sure.
okay.
Yeah.
So and Blabs over hasn't seen one, which is crazy.
I have seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Which
Stop
one?
trying to paint me. That stupid one with the toy for Christmas.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
that
one.
was-
I like that one.
That was
That's like a guilty pleasure. Turbo Doll, what's that
It's terrible
called?
guilty pleasure.
Jingle all the way. Jingle all the
Turbo
way.
Man.
Blabs,
Turbo Man. What they call him? Turbo Man.
Turbo.
Yeah, listen,
Turbo?
it's okay.
Oh,
But
how he said
Turbo
it.
Man.
Blabs, you're understanding though the importance of Arnold, which by the way, you do a great Arnold.
I do
impersonation.
okay.
Yeah?
That's what I'm told.
Can you tell Blabs to go see your movies, Arnold?
Blabs, come on and see my movies. They're right here.
That's
Come on.
That's pretty good.
really
I'm here. Kill me.
I have seen bits and pieces of some other movies when I was a kid, but I honestly can't remember. They were on the TV.
All right, what movie should we tell Blabs that she needs to start with for Arnold?
I think you start her in the kiddie pool with Kindergarten Cop. Yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And then move on to Twins.
And
Yeah.
we'll work our way up to Terminator 2 and Predator and things of that nature.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So
Such good movies.
Chris Gordis got here. Blabs, how about this? How about you get ready? I'm going to go grab Chris. I'll be back in like 45 seconds. Why don't you guide us through the next story here, and I'll catch
I mean,
up.
I still had a bit of Capcom, Concord news, I should
Oh,
say.
keep going then. I'll be right back.
Oh, I can
Okay.
talk to Concord.
Yeah, see, Smash can back me up here. Okay, so besides the fact that there weren't even 2,500 players during this beta, but now they're saying this little beautiful segment from that Park Place. Can you guys see that? Probably not. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. It says, report, Concord developer demanded co-workers refer to her as Professor, pushed extreme politics, and demanded her unvaccinated colleagues be fired.
Oh yeah, that story was based off of my report, and there's other things as well that they don't even mention in that headline. She did not like guns. She's the head developer of a hero-based squad shooter, who worked on Destiny 2. And people in my comments were like, well, that explains why the Destiny 2 gun situation was a mess. She doesn't like the violent weapons. She wanted to get people fired that were refusing to be vaccinated. And she wanted to report people to HR that didn't address her by professor. And here's the thing. She might be like the nicest person in the world in real life. If she didn't know me and I didn't know her and we had a conversation, maybe. But it's like one of those people, it's like, well, what are they really thinking and how do they actually treat their employees when they're actually working? And when the feet hit the pavement, what transpires? And it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary.
I have your tweet. Is this her?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That is.
You know she has Subaru keys in her pocket.
And you know.
I have a Subaru.
Oh, no. That just happened.
Uh-oh.
This got awkward real quick.
I didn't mean that.
Bro, I have a
What did I
Subaru.
What?
I said that she looks like she has Subaru keys in her pocket, and then Blab said she drives a Subaru.
And I said,
Oh, no.
I said, oh no.
You know, not all Subaru.
Oh,
I want to point out I'm actually badass because mine's a 6-speed manual. Get
Oh,
wrecked. Get wrecked.
yeah, get wrecked. Get wrecked from that. My Subaru is a 6-speed manual. Get
Take
wrecked.
that.
Craig wouldn't be able to drive it. I'm just saying.
I can drive a manual.
You probably grind all the gears and stuff.
As long as it's downhill, I could do it too for a little bit.
Grinding my gears right now, Blabs. It's ridiculous. So where are we with this story? I'm sorry, catch me up.
We discovered this is the woman who wants everybody fired and people to call her professor.
Professor. But why stop at professor? Why not your highness, your lordship?
Well, that's what
Your
it goes.
Majesty.
That's
Yeah.
the concern that people are bringing up. It's like, well, where do you start drawing the line when people? Because that's what happens. The slippery slope is here. It is like it used to be him, her, he, she, they,
Oh,
them,
goodness.
these, them, zim. Now it's professor. The other thing, interesting factoid about this Lisa Brown character or professor.
Yeah.
She, after I posted that tweet, immediately went into protected mode, which people know about, which I
Yes.
mentioned. But in addition to that I haven't talked about, she had a blue sky because she was not active on Twitter. She had a blue sky that she was very active on, and she immediately shut down, deleted her blue sky
Oh wow.
after that tweet went viral. And I'm
Okay.
like, this, I don't even know what to call. Has a lot of skeletons to hide if they are shutting everything down immediately when that tweet goes out there. That's the first impression that I got when that happened. And also, real quick, I know you had
Yes.
something to say. I saw Minimal Effort Gaming covered far more detail about how she has a book. She has a website with indie games she's created, and she has a blog. And everything he went over, it, not joking, it sounds like a third grader wrote it. And I'm like, this explains a lot, actually. Explains a lot.
There you go. If you guys are just popping in, welcome. We are live from San Diego at Basic Pizza, which is right outside Petco Park, just right across the street. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, we'd love for you guys to come on out. If you guys are here for San Diego Comic-Con, you guys can come over to Basic Pizza. They've been nice enough to let us hang out here in the morning while they're closed. Joining me now, obviously, Smash JT to my right, Jericho Green to my left. In just a few minutes, Chris Gore will be joining us as well. He's hanging out in the background. Look, there he is. There he is. He's right there. He'll be joining us. So that'll be great. With that said,
Just give me the boot whenever.
get to put on your pants first. Right?
Before we move on from Concord, I just have to say this is the same woman. It's true. It's crazy how different she looks.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
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 What?
Yes.
Yes, this is her, Lisa Brown, via GDC YouTube.
Yep.
And then this is also Lisa
That
Brown.
was something that I noticed, Blabs, as
No.
well, that I'm like, this person looks very different in different posts. And I'm like, it's so strange how they morph themselves based off of cutting their hair and how they hold it and what they do with
She
it.
caught the virus, man.
She's got those Matt Smith eyebrows. They're gone.
Mm-mm.
Imagine working under her in the office. That must be
Ew.
terrible.
As Matt
Well,
says,
that's what they're saying. That Firewalk Studios is a mess between the culture war of the very strong left liberal perspectives compared to just normal men trying to work there. They're not trying to push anything. They're just like, can I just do my job?
Normal men can't even have jobs without getting beaten down by this nonsense. All right. Speaking of the nonsense, Jericho's here.
Mhm.
You are a comedian. You're funny.
Thank you.
You're a good roast man.
Yes.
So you are not super familiar with like the video game space as a whole. So it's been fun to kind of educate you about all this stuff that's been going on. Fill you in. The ringleaders to a lot of this nonsense are the journalists here. A lot of the journalists here. So we've pulled up a few journalists here, and we just want you to do what you do best. Okay. First and foremost, Blabs, let's end with Alyssa Mercante.
Okay, let's ease into it then. We'll go hot first.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We'll go to Alana Pierce.
Oh, wow.
This is Alana Pierce, formerly of IGN. She is a YouTuber now,
Uh-huh.
and she is also Australian, I believe. But
Crikey.
she has some sort of accent. So there's Alana Pierce. She has definitely jumped off the deep end as far as the virus goes. And there you go. There's Alana Pierce for you. Take your pick and go crazy.
She surprised me. Like, she was one of the like bedrock people of the industry that you could like lean on and trust. And now I'm like, oh God, now even her. Come on.
Yep. Jericho, your thoughts on Alana Pierce?
Yeah, she looks like she was on the wrong side of a glory hole.
Okay.
Didn't get a lot of hugs from her dad. I feel like a road trip with her dad would solve a lot of her problems. And she just looks like she needs love.
Oh my God.
She needs to go back, show me on the doll where they did this to you. She looks like a mess.
I'd love the idea of her just getting in a car with her dad.
Yeah.
And 8 hours later, they figured it all out.
Yeah.
She's
Stop and get
normal.
some beef jerky, some sodas, and work this out.
I'm not even touching any of that.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Who do we have next here, Blabs?
We have Jason Schreier next of Kotaku.
Oh boy. Tell me you got shoved in a locker without telling me you got shoved. It looks like this dude, he's hell-bent on revenge. He was on the receiving end in school, and now it's his turn. Now you are going to do what I say. You are going to be nice to me. He looks like his handshake is very soft and clammy.
It's not like you're a comedian. It's like you're a psychic. Like that's exactly that you just described him. That's perfect.
Yeah, that dude, he looks like when you shake his hand, you pop a few of his knuckles for sure. For sure.
All right. Thank you for that, Blabs. Who do we have next?
We have the lovely, and not by lovely, I mean awful, Frosk.
Oh, are you familiar with Frost?
I am not.
So Frost is
Whoa.
infamous in the video game space, where she
Okay.
was a caster, like a play-by-play announcer for some games, and then she moved over when G4, which was like the gamer network.
I remember G4.
It was rebooted several years ago, and instead of going with people like Alyssa, what was her name? Olivia Munn, right? And like
Kevin Pereira.
Yeah, like really attractive people. She became the face of it, and she went on a infamous rant about 18 months, 2 years ago, where she just laid into sexism in gaming and how she does not exist to look pretty for you. That is not her job. And
just to prove it, she's going to be more ugly the next time.
Yeah, I was going to say, first of all, you are not looking pretty. Let's get that out. She looks like she's about to bitch at her conservative parents at the Sunday dinner table. Let me tell you something, Dad.
The sad thing about her is I feel like she's got a ton of potential to actually be attractive, but she's like forcibly making herself not be. And it's like, why? Why is that?
There are a lot of photos of her on the internet where she has a more feminine haircut, and it does improve her drastically, but she's still fugly. But it's less fugly than she is now.
And I think some of the fugliness comes from her attitude. I think that makes her uglier. She looks like she's a few procedures away from having that forked tongue and like having
she's a lizard.
Her horns, like one of those weird lizard people with the blacked out eyes
And face tats.
Oh yeah, she looks completely insufferable. She looks like when she gets out of that seat, it stinks.
Ew.
Well, if you want to talk about stinky seats, let's go to our final person in the video game
Oh.
space. This is Alyssa Mercante. She is.
Now, I actually do have that clip of her from this. Shall
Okay.
I play it for you?
Oh
Chris?
yeah, play it.
So this is she had a Frost-like moment not about a month ago where she wanted to let everybody know how she felt about the gaming space.
Oh, please.
People in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people, and maybe say it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt.
Yeah.
And hateful, and that the games industry is diverse naturally, not because anyone's making them be diverse, because the world is diverse, you stupid motherfucker. And if you have a problem with that, come fight me physically, bitch.
Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No, because they're all pussies.
Yep.
So there we go. That is
Can we go back to the still pic
absolutely.
of her?
For sure.
She, like, if there was a business where you could pay people to body slam other people for you, I would pay somebody to do that. They look like they both have the ends of a double-ended dildo in both of them right now.
When you say them, you mean the guy in the background too?
He's getting more pleasure out of it than her by that picture. That is the most insufferable, unlikable human being I have ever. That is the personification of kick my ass. That woman, I think it's a woman, is disgusting. And you know what? At one point, she was probably a nice little girl and liked to do little girly things and liked her parents. Something happened. She probably went to the wrong college or something like that. Her and her college roommate probably got drunk off White Claw one night and something happened and she never got over it. Those Mickey Mouse tattoos, that girl is screaming for a bear hug from her dad. That is disgusting. And you, Craig, and Gabe, you were describing her to me, but it did no justice. This woman is, oh my goodness. All the stuff you hear online, the blue-haired, all these weird policies and things they're trying to do and the non-binary, this is it. This is their spokesperson. This is their president. And I'm sure, she said, come fight me. That girl couldn't beat her way out of a wet paper bag with scissors in her hands. That is disgusting. And I'm so glad that I didn't eat before I came here and then saw her.
You know the one thing about, and thank you for that.
That was epic.
That was
My pleasure.
That makes one of us. Because the irony of this is the guy in the background who's clearly scoping her ass. Like,
oh, yeah.
He's looking right at
He
her.
looks like Taika Waititi.
What's that, Labs?
He looks like Taika Waititi. You know, the New Zealand director?
No.
I do not.
You guys don't know who Taika Waititi is?
Listen, you haven't seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Blabs.
Yeah.
You can't. Don't do this.
Taika
Don't
Like that.
Waititi.
He definitely gets pegged. And he doesn't even do it like a man. He holds his legs up.
Him. You
And-
tell him they look the same.
They don't look anything alike, Blabs.
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe it's his dad. I could see.
Like
but
he kind of has a mustache, and the other guy has a mustache, maybe.
Well,
And
listen, I
she-
also wanted to point out this was Alyssa Mercante
that's
before
what I
the
was
change.
gonna say.
Yeah, right?
This is pre-college or during college.
What happened?
I think
College.
I think you're right. Couple White Claws.
College
You know.
happened.
Yes.
Yep.
College.
Somebody, her roommate woke up with a glazed bottom half of her face, and she hasn't been the same since. That guy, he looks like when he gets pegged, she's covering his mouth. You're too quiet. Quiet down. That's him.
I know this is going to be clipped, but I don't fucking care. This is outstanding.
It's amazing.
I think Smash is right. You're more prophetic than anything else.
I mean, you literally were saying like everything that we've researched about her was exactly that.
What a shame.
It's so sad. It's like a tragic situation when you take a step back and know all of that. Like it's like,
Wow. I feel a little bad for her. Obviously, everything was going great. Something happened. Maybe she can file a lawsuit against White Claw, but that is a shame. And I feel sorry for anybody who comes in contact with her. Even like if she's at a store or something, anybody who has an interaction with her, I feel bad.
I believe she also said that she's a former cam girl, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She spent time showing her ass. Yeah.
Maybe that's where it happened.
You know, people do strange things for money. Well, thank you for that. That was spectacular.
Thank you for having me.
That was.
She's the
that was fun.
she's the senior editor for Kotaku.
Yeah, she's.
She's
You
right
know.
underneath a trans person.
When she shows up to a family function, when she pulls in the driveway, her family collectively just goes, shit. Damn it. Who invited her?
Oh my god!
I can't wait until Craig gets hired by Kotaku to clean house and fix it.
You got your work cut out for you.
So here's the beauty of it, right? And I have applied to be the they are hiring for editor in chief at Kotaku because their outlet is in such disarray.
Mm-hmm.
I told them that if they hire me, they won't have to pay any severance because everybody's going to quit. Like I will save them money literally from the start. People will be like, "I'm out." Like they'll drop all their stock options.
Here's the thing. I don't know if that's true because you got to worry with people like this. They are walking HR cases. Like you really got to concern yourself with that.
Nope. And then I'd be fired and I'd get my contract paid out. It'd be great. Yeah, I'd get fired for telling them to shut up. Be like Johnny and Cobra Kai. Quiet.
I put nothing past those people, and I'll use that word very lightly.
They're barely people.
All right, that was spectacular.
Thank you very much.
And I feel like we've grown closer because of that. Thank you. That's good.
That's great.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do a little flip flop here. Do either of you need to? You want to roll or stay out? Because we have Chris go over here, and I want to talk to him about Gina Carano here.
You tell me. You're running the show.
You guys tell me.
No, that's fine. He can take my spot. I'm going to get over to Comic-Con and check things out and buy some souvenirs for my kids. So, yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Tell everybody where they can find you real quick, my friend.
Yeah, if you guys are so inclined, Jericho Green on YouTube, Rumble, Locals, and for some reason, I couldn't get Jericho Green on X, so it's @Green_Jericho. So if you guys would give me a follow, a subscription, that's great. I had a wonderful time. Shout out to your audience in the chats. I recognize some of the names in there.
Let's go.
Blabs, I hope the next time that we see each other, you've stepped up your Arnold Schwarzenegger movie game. That would be nice. But yeah, thank you guys very much. You got a great operation here, great numbers. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
I'm out.
You rock, Jericho.
Hey, Jericho's
Thank you,
best.
Jericho.
Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. As where's my round of applause? Where is it? I don't even know how to get to it. Let me see if I can get to it. Where are you? Round of applause.
There's a lot of
You're
buttons.
such a boomer. You're just pressing things and nothing happens.
There's like a million buttons on this.
I
thing.
haven't pressed it, and it should be playing right now. You know, where are you? Oh, you know what? Here it is.
Hey.
There we go. All right. I turned it down. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Hey, yeah, I'll text you later. We'll find time together.
Listen, Smash, since you and I are the only ones left, how about I show you some really cool skills?
Awesome.
Show me some really what? Sorry.
Some really cool skills, gaming skills.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Here's some really cool gaming skills before Griscore shows up.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Playing with the toes right there. That's good. How are you, man? Hop on those headphones.
Good.
And,
Okay.
Yeah,
Here we go.
The teeny
All
tiny
right.
headphones. There's Blabs for you.
Hi.
Hey, Blabs, how you doing?
I'm
What's
good. How are
going
you?
on? I made it. I made it just for you and no
Well,
one else.
thank you. I like the hat.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah.
I feel like I should probably go out and grab one of those.
You should get one of these. It's perfect for con.
Yeah,
It's a con hat for sure.
I like it.
I am pre-coffee, just had one coffee. I am very excited. Shenanigans are afoot at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I DM'd you something
Oh.
when con first started. You know what I sent you. There's a lot going on at the con. There's a lot.
You know, I'll straight up say it. You sent me a picture of Mr. Beast. There's a Mr. Beast booth, Mr. Beast Labs.
Now look,
Oh,
here's the
I didn't
thing.
know that.
I don't know of internet gossip. I've heard things about a guy named Boogie. I've heard things about I don't know, Nick Rekieta and this. I am blissfully ignorant of all internet gossip. I have to ask Gary Beekler of Neurotic, like, what is this thing that's going on with so-and-so and a throuple? And I just don't know. All I know is I'm not involved. I am not under investigation. I am here to have fun. And I've seen Deadpool and Wolverine.
Dude, is it awesome?
I am happy to report you are all gonna love it. It's
nice.
so fun. The cameos, not spoilers, but a lot of them have released online. Stay clear of X or Anna, that Star Wars.
Yeah,
girl.
she spoiled everything, that
Oh,
little
God.
shit. I
I've
have
heard a
to
lot of-
say it.
I've heard a lot of
Yes.
people say that she is. Yeah,
Yes.
I haven't seen the spoilers, but I've seen people upset at her. quite a
Yes, people are pissed off at her, but it is just so much fun. I missed many jokes because it was just so fast and furious. So everyone should see it tonight and steer clear of the internet so you can enjoy it. So there you go.
And it comes out tomorrow?
Today.
Today, okay. Maybe,
Tonight.
Maybe you guys want.
Did I just lose that?
Mission Valley 20, the IMAX screening, around then. And there are tickets. You can find random single tickets. Just go.
Okay. Labs, we doing okay?
I don't know. You guys are back now, but you were gone for a bit, and I couldn't hear anything. It was just me, myself, and I.
Just staring at you.
Oh, no.
Sometimes it happens. Well,
Internet.
Son of a.
We're hardwired in. It's okay. Kratos came in and says, Chris Gore's looking great. I
Thanks,
wish
man.
I could have made it out to hang out. Any plans to make it out to Texas, Chris?
I love Texas. I've been to Dallas, Houston, Austin. I love all the Texas. I don't know. I'll be there for a con. If there is a con coming up, I want to go, and I'll find a way. Maybe I can crash at Shane, the Nerdrotic Ranch.
Yeah.
I'll
I like
crash
it.
there.
Well, I'll tell you. Let's get into some news here because
Sure.
you cover all things. You talk Star Wars. You talk also. We had the burial of Star Wars, which was wonderful to be a part of. That was really genius. by the
Your
way.
heartfelt eulogy there was much
Yeah.
appreciated. A lot of, that was like therapeutic for a lot of fans to have that funeral.
Well, that was great. But I think it'd be important to talk about this Gina Carano thing while we have it, because we had news come down yesterday. Blaz, why don't you share us on that? What happened yesterday with Gina Carano and Disney?
Right. So the judge who is in charge of Gina Carano's case against Disney has motioned to dismiss Gina Carano's wrongful termination lawsuit. It says House of Mouse failed to set forth an impenetrable defense under the First Amendment. So the case will be continuing, which is awesome.
So they're not dismissing it; they're allowing it to proceed.
Correct.
Correct. You look shocked. Like, is this your first time hearing that?
Well, no, I saw it. I saw it online. I'm really happy. I hope that stuff comes out. Lucasfilm and Disney have conducted themselves in I don't know. I think a loathsome way. I think it's horrible the way they've treated fans. I think is disgusting. Blaming fans for not liking a TV show makes you somehow like sexist or racist. I'm tired of it.
That's the
I'm
new
tired of
trend. That's the new trend. It's you're a bigot if you don't buy their product now. That's what it's turned into.
I've despised many shows or movies in my past. I've never been called names for it. I've had people argue with me saying, I disagree with you. I actually liked it. And then provide cogent arguments for why they liked it. Sometimes my mind is changed, and that's okay. Like here at Comic-Con, it's an ongoing fluid conversation with many opinions. But there's a new element that's come to con that feels the need to vilify anyone that doesn't fall in line with an opinion that is that's disgusting. It's anti-nerd. It's lame.
Yep.
And I hate it. And I that's why I watch side scrollers. I love it. You're fighting the good fight.
Yes.
I love that. Like pushing back, and I don't know. We all have to. It's kind of I'm over it. Like, look, have whatever opinion you want about a thing, but don't attack someone for their opinion. It's undemocratic and it's un-American. I'll just say that as I put on my hat.
I love that. Love everything
So-
about it. You know what? Let's go. There we go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
America.
That's right.
Let's go.
Un-American to call people names. They used to do that. They did that during a real dark era in our history, several dark eras in history. They called people names for having an opinion that people disagreed with. It's BS. I want to talk about cool nerd stuff I love, stuff I don't like, and not live in fear that I don't have the right opinion or somehow that puts me in a box of some political view because I have a certain type of opinion. It's a BS. By the way, Deadpool and Wolverine is great. And I think everyone's going to love it. And there is the most, you know what? Actually, technically, it's the most gay Marvel movie.
Oh, wow.
In a fun way that's entertaining.
Well,
And Hugh Jackman and Ryan are fantastic. And it is the most violent Marvel movie ever. It's Wolverine goes full Wolverine. So many kills.
you don't need to sell me on this more.
Yes. I'm just saying.
We're there.
I'm just saying, prepare yourself for fun, and I can't wait. I'm going to see it a second time, or maybe a third time too. So
Love it.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna
There
go
you
check it
are.
out.
I
Love
have
it.
a question for Chris. Did you get yourself a Deadpool popcorn bucket?
Yes, I did. If you check my Instagram or Twitter, my personal one is that Chris Gore. My outlet is Film Thread. I have been with the bucket.
Oh, in what way, Chris?
It's very
Follow-up question.
I regret my question now.
Yes.
I enjoyed that bucket. It's it's fun. It's all in good fun. So there you go.
Excellent. Well,
What people do with their buckets behind closed doors.
I'll tell you what.
By the way, I have 3 Dune popcorn buckets, but I'm a super Dune nerd, and there's very little in the way of Dune merch.
Fun fact about that Dune popcorn.
Yes, please.
So I wanted to get one of those, right?
Yes.
I was walking through the show exhibit hall yesterday, and AMC has a booth, which shocked me. I've never seen an AMC booth. And they had for sale a bunch of different popcorn things that they sell at AMC.
Wait, here?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going there.
And one of them was the Dune thing, and it said sold out over it. And I said, sold out? It's preview night. How is it sold? Did you sell them all already? Like, do you have some tomorrow? And the guy walks over. He's like, we never had them. I was like, you son of a...
So they have one on display. Do they have
No, they had no display. It was a picture with a sold out on it.
Why would they even advertise it? That's so stupid.
On top of them, because they know that's what everyone wants. So they're trying to get people to come into there and then be like, oh, it's sold out. I'll buy something else while I'm here.
Have you seen the alien?
It's annoying.
Have you seen the alien Romulus bucket?
We talked about that last
Dude,
time.
it's on Instagram. I am so getting it. God.
No, Chris, I said
I'm in
last
heaven.
time we talked about this on Side Scrollers.
Yeah.
I said that needed to have like the little mouth thing with a tray that comes out with the popcorn. That would have been amazing. I don't know why they didn't do that. That was like
it still looks cool.
It's cool.
I've seen
yeah,
a video.
It could have been
looks
epic.
great.
I love these guys on my left and right just nerding out about popcorn buckets. This is awesome.
I'm all about the bucket.
I love it.
They are pretty cool.
Well, shit. I don't know if we can get better conversation than that, but Blabs, did Gina Carano make a statement about?
She did. So here's the actual statement. I'm not going to read it all because it's very long, but I will read the first paragraph because I thought it was beautiful. So the court denies defendant's motion. I am moved to tears. After a brutal 3.5 years, I am being given the opportunity to move forward in the court of law before the judge and my peers to clear my name. I am so grateful for this opportunity. Can you imagine 3.5 years to finally get some type of
That's
like
why you need
forward?
to back you financially, because
Yeah.
no one can make it this long with the courts.
Well, I think the next thing here is obviously when you're up against Disney and their infinite pocketbook. I mean, was mentioned several times in the chat the idea of discovery. Like that's the next thing, discovery. And if there's something that comes out about that, man, that's a.
Well, you've already seen the leaked videos of what they're saying about. Yeah, it's going to be world course changing.
Oh, I haven't seen it. They're leaked videos.
Yes.
Yeah, with like little the chest cams at the restaurants talking to the.
Oh, I've seen that. The
Yeah,
James
yeah.
O'Keefe stuff.
Yeah.
Leaked
Wait,
videos.
that's from Discovery? Like a
No.
separate...
No, this is right now that's been out, but Discovery will.
I've seen that,
expose
but
everything.
my God, what is on their Slack channel?
Right.
What they're talking about? Like, why Gina? Because I've been following the Gina thing from the beginning, and it's disgusting. It's and she is on fire, taking shots at Ruffalo and Mark Hamill, and they deserve it.
Yeah.
There is a double standard in Hollywood, and it's weird because I work with on Film Threat. I work with Alan Ng, who you all know, Ng the Merciless. He did the D-Files, and we've been working together 7 years. And we first started working together. He was scared to come out to me that he was a Christian conservative.
Wow.
Now, Film Threat itself as a media outlet is politically agnostic. We're not right, we're not left. Good movies. We champion good independent films. We give you our honest takes on mainstream movies.
So not Firewalk Studios. Got it.
Yes, exactly.
Continue.
But there are people on every side of the political aisle that write for Film Threat. There are liberals, progressives, there are conservatives. Alan is church-going conservative. I say this because he has talked about it. He was afraid to tell me. He is afraid to tell me. So when I say that all are welcome at Film Threat in terms of writers or opinions, I mean all are welcome. Because when you see that statement, isn't that code for something else sometimes?
Of course.
You see this thing and it says all are welcome. It's like, is that really? Because I saw something online. I don't know who said it, so I'm sorry. I'm going to repeat it. It's more dangerous to come out as Republican than it is to come out as gay in Hollywood.
That's amazing.
First of all, I did not say that. Someone else did. But I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, that's true. If you came out, I mean, seriously, I know people who work below the line in Hollywood. Below the line is jobs like gaffers, lighting techs, sound department. They're not on camera. They're the tech crew, right? That lie and say they identify as gay to keep working on a film.
Wow.
It's gotten weird where they ask the people below the line, like, how do you identify? It's like, I don't know, human being?
Right.
Why does it matter? And this is very personal info.
Yeah. Like
that crosses a line to me. But I know people lying to keep working in Hollywood. This is a weird like witch hunt like era that was, go back to the 50s. There's people that were blacklisted. That's happening now for a very different reason. And Gina is the face of that cause. And I'm rooting for her 100% because this madness must end. There you go.
Preach. Well,
Yeah.
so Blabs,
Put the hat on again.
love it.
Say it.
America.
America.
Hey, let's go, America. Let's go. There we go.
There we
Yes.
go.
All right. So hey, good job, Blabs. Blabs, do you know what discovery means?
I thought you guys were talking about Discovery, like the Discovery Channel, but I thought that was
No.
owned by Warner Brothers.
Okay,
I know what it is.
so-
I know what it means.
Yes.
I was the victim of a frivolous lawsuit years ago. That means they get access to everything related to that case. Emails, Slack channel stuff, memos, HR stuff. Like you're going to have all this stuff. Sorry, you were going to say.
No,
yeah.
you go crazy.
But,
Keep going.
but I know all about this stuff. I fought this frivolous lawsuit. It took up 2 years of my life. It was awful. So I know about this intimately. And we're in for, when this stuff is released, it's going to be mind-boggling. And I hope, we'll see if this is part of it, depositions. I went through a grueling deposition for this case I was involved in. If they get Kathleen Kennedy to do a deposition,
Oh my God.
my
Oh, boy.
God, that video will come out. It'll be
It'll be glorious.
yeah, insane. So
So what you need to know, Blabs, and for those who haven't been through any sort of legal thing, it's just the dirty laundry comes out. Everything they've ever said about you, everything that they, it's all there
The
for
private
everybody to
messages.
see.
Nice.
And-
All the receipts. I like that.
So that's why this is so important. It's not just like, oh, okay, you can continue. It's like now we're at a point because Disney doesn't want this stuff to come out.
And usually Disney pays the person off when it gets this far to say, okay, we'll just settle so it doesn't get there. But Elon's backing her, and he's probably telling her, no, you're not accepting anything. If I'm going to back you, we're going to go all the way with this. So
Yes,
and by the way, let me add something.
please.
She has already won. She has already
Oh, yeah.
won this case. And I'll tell you why. Discovery. That was the win. It doesn't matter if she loses. It doesn't matter if she loses. It doesn't matter if she gets one dime. The discovery and what will come out about this company will be damaging. It will basically save her reputation to those possibly who still aren't thinking.
I don't know.
I don't see how any thinking person who reads did you read the whole brief on her case?
I saw the
It's
ending of it.
insane. I read the whole thing. It's like, I don't know how you walk away, and I'm trying to be on mic but on camera. But it's so being so good, like right here next.
Yeah,
to
me too. I love it. Here.
Craig is a giant, by the way. He is
We
a
were talking
giant
about that before
human.
you got- yeah.
Stand up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you won't even be on camera. Look at this. Look at this.
See, it's
What's
not
going
just
on here?
it's not just smash
What's
the
going
small.
on?
It's not.
Yeah.
Smash a small 3 months off. At,
There you go.
Right there you go.
But she has already won this case. She's already won because of that when it comes out. And is Disney going to settle? Gina, don't settle. Don't settle. Fight, fight, fight. Make them, make them feel pain, and your reputation should be restored, and you should expect apologies from a lot of people. It's interesting every time she goes after Mark Hamill or Mark Ruffalo. She's good at attacking Marks. They how do they respond? They're silent.
Well, I think
These guys are cowards. They're cowards.
The problem with what's going on right now that I have concerns with is even in Discovery, if it shows how awful of a company Disney really is that we all know them to be, that's already been proven and nothing's changed already. So what is this going to change?
I think this is okay. Right. I understand that. Everybody knows this, but there's difference between hidden camera footage of C-level executive versus Kathleen Kennedy communication talking directly about whatever's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like decision makers are the ones who you're going to see their communication, and that it's considerably more public, and it is a part of a trial, so it's public. Everything is there for public record.
But the writing's on the wall. I think Kathleen Kennedy already knows she's going to have to resign, move on. This case is probably going to cause that.
In a perfect world, a self-respecting person would resign.
No, I mean, Disney proper is going to be like, hey, you're going to be our fall guy / girl in this case. And you're out.
I wonder. I mean, that's wishful thinking. I agree with you, but will it? She has survived so much. She has survived losing Disney Lucasfilm billions of dollars by making terrible Star Wars sequels.
Yeah.
It's not said often enough. Did not reunite Han, Luke, and Leia in one scene in Star Wars. Terry Matalas proved in Picard Season 3, you can honor the legacy of old characters, bring them together for one final adventure, and introduce new characters you love.
To pass the torch. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And the sequels is an embarrassment, a failure, and now look forward to the continuing adventures of the granddaughter of the main villain of the Star Wars series. No one wants to see that. I care about the son of Luke or Leia and Han. I want to see the legacy continue, the progeny of the main leads. Like, come on, this is BS. So yeah, I'm angry.
I love it.
I'm still angry.
Love it.
I'm
This
gonna
is
do
great.
another Star Wars funeral.
Listen, I encourage everyone to go check out the Star Wars funeral over on the Film Thread channel. It was great.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
As somebody who doesn't know really a whole lot about Star Wars, I found it awesome. It was great. Like,
I have not seen it, but now I am definitely going to watch it.
It's a real and serious funeral on YouTube where I'm dressed as a priest.
Oh,
Yes.
I
There you
definitely
go.
got to see this.
yeah, it was great.
Enjoy it.
Well, I guess we'll see kind of what happens. Labs, is there with this story? Do we know what the next step is legally? Obviously, continuing this, but have they set another date for the next?
I haven't seen, but I haven't read any documents either.
Probably
If
5
there
years.
were any documents released.
This
Right.
rate.
Right. But that's fine because Elon's on her side.
Right.
But fitting the bill for the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
Bob Iger and Eli are best friends.
yeah, that's great. Wouldn't it be funny if I'm dead serious, but like Elon is a multi-billionaire. And some people have said, hey, like this is part of his plan. Like the idea of devaluing Disney to a point where he just goes whoop and swoops in and makes some sort of offer. And Elon Musk owns Disney World. Or by the time we're done with this, I mean, do you think that's like a realistic possibility? Elon Musk
The
buying
value
Disney?
has to drop a little bit more, but I could see that happening.
A little
Or-
bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney's what
It's
one of
below
the-
100, right? The stock.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what the stock. What's the value of the company, though? The value, because they've split how many times? Like
It's certainly reduced.
it's reduced, but it's still like one of the 100 most valuable companies in the world.
I mean, he's the number one value man in the world. So
Anything
who knows?
can happen.
I
Anything
guess.
can happen.
He'd certainly need some partners.
Right. It wouldn't put it past him, but it would not just be him. It would be a lot of money from him alongside Warren Buffett and some other friends that would get together to do it. Like,
Let's see. So the company value of Disney as a whole is $164 billion.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think
You
Elon
could buy
has-
a majority stake.
I think
with some
Elon
other
has
people.
more than that. Like,
No.
is he worth more than that?
No.
Let's
See,
find
see
out.
how much Elon is worth.
$248 billion.
Oh my God.
So he could buy Disney in cash
Oh
and
my
still
God.
have $80 billion
Yes.
left over
Oh my
80
God.
billion. Why not?
right now.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing. Maybe it's not end goal to buy Disney. It's end goal to destroy Disney so that he can create his own value company to not have the competition against him.
Yeah.
I've never rooted for the like the richest guy in the world ever, like ever,
Right?
except for like right now
It's a
where you're
weird
like, oh,
feeling.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Because he's going against a very, very rich company that's doing what many would consider not great things with how they're treating employees.
Yeah. As Napoleon points out, asset value is not disposable money. This is very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. A lot of billionaires, they don't have the money in the bank. They
Like,
have
is
it-
that counting
Yeah,
Twitter?
they're not
Right,
liquid.
right.
They're
Yeah,
not liquid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'll trade you Twitter and $2 billion for Disney.
Yes. right. Yeah. Disney now. Yes. I love that idea. It's like trading baseball players.
Right.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll kind of see what happens with that. And if it gets to Discovery, man, that would be massive. All right, if you guys are just joining us, welcome. We are hanging out in San Diego for San Diego Comic-Con. We are hanging out at Basic Pizza, which is right across the street from Petco Park. If you guys are in San Diego, I hope you guys come out and here last night. We'll be doing the show from here tomorrow. So don't come tomorrow in the morning. It's not open for everybody, but we will be here. And we encourage you guys to come in the afternoon and the evening and come grab a slice. This is really good.
This place is going to be nuts in
Yeah.
like 5 hours.
It was nuts last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nuts.
We're going to need to wrap here in the next 20 minutes or so because they're going to open.
Mm.
So,
Oh, damn.
so we gotta make sure we put a pin in all this. But I do think it's important.
Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunately, I probably gotta leave early.
If you gotta
I
bounce now.
I gotta get to a booth.
Get out of here.
All right. So I will be at Gabe El Taib's booth. It's Big Man Comics in I know it's row 1700. So I will be there with Alan Ing the Merciless signing, and I'll be here all weekend. You're here all weekend?
Yeah, I'm here till Saturday
So
afternoon.
Saturday. All right, you're gonna hang out with us.
I cannot wait.
Text me.
Honestly, I'm going to be sad as soon as you leave. I'm going to start crying.
No, seriously, text me.
I will.
I got some fun stuff we can do. I know, and then also
Does it include a popcorn box?
yes.
Let's go.
The other thing is, so I'll be at that booth there in like 20 minutes. The other thing is, if you're lost for a cool place to go in San Diego, too many parties with A-listers, you can't get in, do what I do. My favorite place, the Tivoli Bar. Go to the Tivoli Bar. It's the best dive bar in San Diego. A friend of mine, Robert Meyer Burnett, shout out to RMB. He said that he was at the Marriott bar, the Marriott Marina bar. It was $25 for one glass of wine. They have jacked up the prices on hotels, on alcohol. So if you want a cheap drink at a great dive bar, the Tivoli.
To be fair, I mean,
Yeah.
do you live in San Diego?
No, but
Okay.
I used
Because I can tell you, like 25 for a glass of wine is fairly normal here. When you said that, I was
Well,
waiting for more than that.
I had a girlfriend that lived here. I know the city pretty well. But the Tivoli, you can get a cheap glass of wine,
There you
maybe
go.
a shot of Jameson. So,
Nice.
So Craig, thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Craig,
Appreciate it.
this was the best.
Pleasure.
This was awesome.
I'll look for
Cool.
you if I go to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show floor. I'll look for you.
Heck
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Tell Gabe I'll see him in a little bit. Okay.
All right. Take
Awesome.
care.
All right.
See you guys.
Chris
Love you,
Gore,
chat.
everybody.
Love you, chat.
America.
America.
America, let's go. All right, awesome. Let's do a quick mic change here, or camera change here. So this is me and Smash. You made it the entire way.
Yeah.
This is good. We're going to talk about some Mr. Beast here in a minute. Blaz, let's read off a couple super chats while I get the camera set here.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there was a locals tip for Chris Gore, $10.
Well, what is it?
It said, Chris, is Deadpool Marvel Jesus though? Glad to see you doing well. Easy on the Irish coffee there, bud.
Hey, Chris, hold on. What was the question? Is Deadpool what?
Marvel Jesus.
Is Deadpool Marvel genius?
Jesus.
Jesus. That was a question.
I can't really say, but that's a thread. Yeah, it's you just goes. I'm not doing spoilers. I already get hit with like you're doing spoilers.
Get out of here. Get out of
Marvel
here.
Gina.
Yeah, all right, there you go. There it is. Okay. All right, awesome. Let's keep going, Blabs.
Okay. Commander Kronk says, have him roast us if we volunteer. I volunteer. I'm sorry, Jericho's no longer here. One time at Bandcamp says, Earth Defense Force just released. EDF. Whoa, blurry. Okay. Mercenary says, if you can, check out Legoland in Carlsbad. Pure fun. Yes, Legoland is pretty cool.
You know, I've been to Legoland. I've had season passes. I've gone with my kids. It's all right. It's too expensive for what it is.
I went to the one in Florida when I was a kid, and they had like a little snoring man on a bench, and it scared the absolute bejesus out of my sister. It was really funny because she didn't expect it to snore, so she just sat next to it, and it was like,
Sorry, I was trying to scare you with my air horn there. It didn't work out.
No.
That's right.
Mercenary for 2 says, if you can, go to Julian. The apple pie is to die for.
I would agree with that one.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Super Kitty says, don't come to Japan to live. It's not worth it.
All right. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, let's go with this last one. Then we'll go on to our final story.
All right. Python Bacon says, look at this great panel of bigots.
Python Bacon is a smasher.
All right, let's go. Okay. Thank you, Python Bacon. Appreciate that. Welcome on out. Okay. So with that said, let's go ahead and go to our final story of the day. It is also our thumbnail story, which is the follow-up of all the Chris Tyson, Mr. Beast nonsense that's been happening over the last little bit. Now, we saw last night while I was eating a slice of mashed potato pizza, we saw that Mr. Beast has released a statement after several days of silence. And this is, if you guys don't know, there's several videos on our channel about this. This has been a reoccurring conversation over the last few days. People say, why do you talk about this? The answer is it's the biggest YouTuber in the world dealing with some pretty fucked up stuff. That's why we're talking about it. And it's important that we talk about that because a lot of people don't know about the stuff if you don't talk about it.
And it's the same people that say, why are you talking about it? That are like, keep talking.
Right, right. So, and the people who are saying don't talk about it are the reason why we need to talk about it because they're creeps.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and get into that, Blabs. We had first, you have a Keem statement. What is this?
I do. I have a lot of things. Okay, so the first one is from Keemstar. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. All right, Keemstar says, I have no interest nor want or need to watch the fall of Mr. Beast. Man has done so much good in this world. I hope accountability can be taken properly and everyone can move forward.
What's Hypnotic say down below that?
You can save the world, but none of it matters if you fuck kids or, in the case, encourage the mental illness of an individual because you are too weak to tell your friends they are crazy and shouldn't be on a show primarily watched by kids.
Yeah, this is a really weird take by Keem to downplay it immediately. It's almost like who's in his ear to do that? That's a very strange take because Keem was on the cutting edge with this the whole way until right there.
And let's not forget, Keem's daughter was drawn like his 8-year-old daughter,
Shad,
like
whatever.
Yeah.
Thing.
Okay, that is an odd take there.
Such a weird take.
Okay, let's go continue.
Well, I mean, it is a weird take, but I kind of see, like, if this is all true and Mr. Beast is actually genuine, except for this one issue of Chris Tyson, it would suck to completely diminish everything that he's done and just say he's a horrible human being.
I mean,
like, he has done a lot of positivity from what I understand. So I don't think we should just completely ignore all of that, right? Let's be real here. Obviously, this whole Chris Tyson stuff is disgusting, absolutely deplorable, nothing positive whatsoever about the guy or Mr. Beast's involvement in it at all. But I don't think we should be like, well, he's never done anything good in his life.
I agree. I don't disagree with you at all.
It just feels like he's downplaying it right away. Like,
a little bit. And when he says, I have no interest or want to watch The Fall of Mr. Beast, I don't understand because he's a drama alert. Like, aren't you going to watch it?
Allow me to say something that the great Ivan Drago said at one point. If he dies, he dies. And that's how I feel about Mr. Beast. Now, will he die? No, he's not going to die. But we all know that. but it is what it is. Like I think that in this situation, it's guilt by association, the association being your best friend, and the idea that you lived with him
and knew information.
Yeah, there's no
that
way
you were not publicly disclosing because you were concerned about your own brand being tarnished. Like right there, that's why I'm not really forgiving of it. I'm not like, oh, okay, let's move on from it. Like, no, like what the hell? You literally knew this for a while and you're acting like it's not a big deal. Let's just, I'm acknowledging it now, but it's not me, it's him. So don't come at me. It's like, well, where were you 6 months ago? What was happening back then? Why was it okay back then? But,
right. Well, let's keep moving here, Blast, because like I said, we are on a time window here. We got about 14 minutes to wrap.
Okay.
Here.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about was Ninja. So Ninja reveals why he's never alone with women in response to Ava Chris Tyson's allegations. So Ninja's a Twitch streamer.
About this. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's
so
great.
I'll just read it out loud. He just says, "I'm never alone in a room with another woman." And that's basically the gist of it, because of like the whole Me Too movement and everything. I mean, I could play the clip for you if you'd like.
Well, okay. We've talked about this on the show, and I don't disagree with him, because now unless and I've talked about this on the show probably about 2-3 years ago, before I left the space. I was out at a meetup with some friends, and one of the friends was a girl, and she was plastered out of her mind. I went into dad mode at that point and was like, we need to get you back to your room so you can go to sleep and not do anything stupid. But what I did immediately was turn on my phone and record the entire time I was with her.
Smart.
Because what I didn't want was this drunk girl, who is my friend, coming out with some sort of like, oh, he said this, he did this, whatever. I recorded the entire time. I had a 25-minute video from the place we were at all the way back to her room. Like literally
it's so sad that that's what the world's turned into with all the accusations and stuff.
So I understand where Ninja's coming from in this situation, right? He has a lot more to lose and these people have a lot more to gain from taking him down. So anyways, I get
my take on it is exactly the same. I tweeted based as fuck. Like that is exactly the approach, unfortunately, again, that you have to take, especially if you're a famous person or have money or both, which most famous people do. But I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you saw Alyssa had a take on this.
I think that's where we're going next.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yep, right here. So she says, this is why gamers are not okay. A misogynistic culture that continues to demonize women and queer folks while glorifying mediocre or outright problematic straight white men. So somehow him saying I won't be alone with the woman just because of, what could possibly happen, like Me Too movement, is somehow he's the victim. He not the victim, but he's the problem, and she's the victim.
Do you think that Alyssa would feel bad if some girl claimed that he did something to her and he actually didn't? Do you think she'd feel bad?
She'd probably do the witch hunt and be like, down with this man.
How quickly would she jump on the bandwagon and say, this is what's wrong because women can't be with him alone?
It's so gross.
It's talking out both sides of her mouth. And there's so much irony in that. This is what's wrong with gamers. Like, really? I
can't believe that was her take from it. Like, it was to me, it was fairly innocuous, like a very safe take by him to be like, yeah, this is, I just don't want to be in that situation. And she takes it to the extreme of, look at how awful all men are. And I'm like, well, that explains the all men are enemies tattoo.
Right. And the idea that she would he's like what I did, what Ninja's talking about. This is all based off of occurrences that have been alleged, right? So you have to take, if you got in a car and people didn't wear a seatbelt, and then somebody went through a windshield, right? You wear the seatbelt after seeing what happened to somebody else that went through the windshield, right? I should probably wear my seatbelt, right? So you wear your seatbelt. It's the exact same thing. You have to be safe. You have to take precautions. That is what he's doing in this situation.
And he didn't outright demean anyone specifically.
Right.
It was he's like, no, based off the current climate, I don't think it's a good idea to put yourself in a situation where something bad could be claimed against you. Like, yeah.
Right. Let's go continue here, Blabs.
Well, I will just wrap the bow basically with Mr. Beast because I want to be able to get to all the super chats. So this is actually Mr. Beast's statement, which came out last night. So let me zoom in for you guys. And he says, over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts.
Which I knew about.
Yes, right? During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings.
Do you think that there'll be anything found from that?
Of course
from
not.
That further investigation?
Of course not.
No. That is the most corporate,
That's a lawyer wrote that. He didn't even write that.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's all damage control, and it's a big nothing, right? Like, I really wish it was more personal with this statement. And
there are, unfortunately, the world we live in, there are companies that are damage control companies that you hire for situations like this, especially when you have infinite money like Mr. Beast does.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, you know, he could have said like, Chris is Ava's my friend, you know, and she made some bad mistakes, and for that we're gonna say goodbye to her or whatever. Like, all he needed to say was like, I didn't know. Even if he did, like, he needed to come out and say something that wasn't lawyer speak.
He's too afraid to be canceled by the woke mob, and he doesn't want to say anything specific against trans people.
Of course not.
Yeah,
of course not. And how, you know, this is something we can talk about maybe a little bit tomorrow. Is how people responded to Mr. Beast's statement. Have those people who are so quick to jump on Dr. Disrespect, you know, 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, whatever it may be.
Silence.
Have now that Mr. Beast has said something, have they been like, good for Jimmy? I can't wait for my collab. Like, you know.
Well, we got Keem already backing down, so there's that.
Well, it is what it is at this point now. These people are broken, and I got to be honest. Chris Tyson deserves to be in jail. That's my honest thought about it, and I think that the fact that he's not even being investigated. Apparently, people have been calling the deputy's office, and there has apparently, based off of my conversations with people, apparently there has been an investigation into Chris, and there is an ongoing.
Why is it always like, why does this always happen with everyone that grows big or gets famous? Like, why is it always this every time?
Sunlight is the best disinfectant, as they say. So
I need faith in humanity to be restored.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here, my friend. All right. Let's go ahead and get to some super chats. We have 6 minutes before our show has to wrap up. But before we get to those super chats, once again, I'd like to remind you guys, and I'd like to thank our friends over here at Basic Pizza in San Diego for allowing us to come in the morning as they're doing all their prep work and everything. You probably hear them polishing silverware and stuff. Come on over here. If you guys are in San Diego ever, go over here, go to Basic Pizza, say hi to Eric, the GM, and say, hey, man, I saw Craig and Side Scrollers. They were there, and that's the reason why I'm coming to grab a slice. I think that'd be huge. And, there's like, yeah, whatever. That's cool. So it'd be great for them to know that's why you're coming. But appreciate that. All right, Blads, what do we got?
All right. Did you cover any Rumble?
I've not gone.
Okay. Mo Howard says, holy crap, Jericho, please tell Craig your nickname for Nancy Pelosi. I'm a big fan of Jericho, and that was for $20, and I'm sorry you missed it. Remdog for 5 says, I reiterate, Blabs needs to be locked in a room for 3 hours with nothing but Stuart Brown, ahoy, videos to watch. That's kind of weird. Don't lock me in any rooms. Dude for $1 says, Overwatch is only popular for the Rule 34 content. Concord can't even get that right because they're all ugly. Let me scroll. Okay. Mimic for $1 says, Chris, do you think Disney could turn things around if they made a Vader series about actual Vader, not a modern Vader, during hardcore Vader shit? It would need to be written by a mega Star Wars fan. I'm sorry we didn't ask him that. My personal opinion, no, because they don't know how to write the original Darth Vader. Okay, that's caught up on Rumble. David says, as a Brazilian, I can confirm that Blanca is 100% accurate.
That's awesome.
Elite Neo says, didn't know Dan Vasque alias was Blanca. The more you know.
Yeah, I love it.
Jay Watt says, watch Smash JT. He may wear a Mercante-inspired shirt soon.
Oh my God, Jay Watt sent me a bunch of stuff, and some of the stuff he sent me, you're going to like die laughing. Like one of the t-shirts.
I can't wait.
It's amazing. Thank you, Jay Watt.
Chris says, they won't race swap Blue Mary because she's not a redhead. Never say never.
Yes, that's true. That's been the ongoing trend.
Milo says, Smash demands short representation in Concord.
Smash is short. Three months over on locals.
Benjathan says, hey, if the robot didn't have the male pronouns front and center, he'd be a they, them, just like FL4K in Borderlands 3 or Zaku in Warframe. Shit, if I have no idea how people come up with this.
Thanks, Benjathan.
Alpha says you should reach out to Tanu Muse. He's a Japanese who speaks English and debunked Yubi Yasuke. Doesn't seem to know what DEI or BlackRock are yet.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's put him down on the list.
All right, let me screen grab that. Boop. Why aren't you letting me screen grab? Okay, there we go. All right, Alan says, I was hoping Melanie Mac was on today so she could use the Melanie Mac words regarding Mr. Beast. Also, to bless her on her behalf of Shiva. Hail side scrollers.
I appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Alan.
That's just, she's taken that word and she owns it. That's the Melanie Mac word now, which is great.
Well, I appreciate how it was so deemed offensive that you couldn't even say it. And then she's just like, no.
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
James says, Smash JT is wrong. Kotaku is the rejects from The Gamer. The Gamer has over 3 times the monthly traffic as Kotaku. The Gamer, 31.4 million. Kotaku, 8.8 million.
Really?
I mean, that may be true, but that's only because of Kotaku's downfall. But
Yeah.
but the trajectory of employment starts at The Gamer and then goes to Kotaku.
Maybe I should try to be the EIC at the Gamer instead. We'll see. Just think it through.
Shada Max says, Blabs, get to the chopper. No. Thanks.
Great voice, Blab.
Thank
Great
you. It's like if Arnold Schwarzenegger sucked a bunch of helium. Zach says, the only other character in Concord I'm interested is in walking robot trash can. Its grenade is an exploding barrel. All right. Well, thank you for that. Prime F2 says, without Conan, there'd be no Lord of the Rings. Jay says, why does she work on FPS games if she hates guns? Great question.
This seems to be a reoccurring
Well,
theme.
that's what I talked about in my video. I'm like, these people fall into the jobs and then just keep them because they want a paycheck. It's not because they have a passion for it. They're activists. Posing is not journalists this time, developers.
Yep.
Lord Buffett says, Gronk Squad played the open beta, which wish they had, and it's true. And I watched. Beyond the DEI, the game is just bad. It's slow, the UI is ugly, and it's near impossible to tell if you're doing well. Yes, I've seen them play the gameplay, and they were absolutely miserable. One time at band camp says, Alana Pierce has big baps.
All right. Thanks.
Savvy's Greek feet for $2 and a super sticker, I think. Thank you. Norm L. Man says Melissa Mercante looks like a boxing manager from the 70s that scams boxers out of their fight money.
Hey, kid, I'm going to teach you all the ropes of boxing.
Crazy T says Alyssa equals John Travolta's stepbro, trans stepbro. Benjamin says, just realize he looks like Taika Waititi. See what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Labs. Go watch another movie.
Bishop's opening says, Ma, bro, either pre-watched or a hell of a sidekick. And Jiggly Saint says, Alyssa's the president for the blue-haired club for them.
That's awesome.
Your Eye of the House Right says, here's some shekels for your comedian friends.
Hey, thanks,
Thank
Uriah. I
you.
appreciate that.
The Elemental Hero says, you folks should watch the video of Clownfish TV talking about Kotaku. Geeky Sparkles just roasted Kotaku, and it's fun, awesome.
Love
Thank you for
these.
that. Alan says, I knew side scrolls wouldn't stay on top of the Nick Rekieta story, unlike another man on top of his wife. Cock.
Okay.
Thanks.
Alan.
Striker says, great meeting you guys last night. Have fun at the con.
Thanks, Striker. Appreciate you. Great meeting you as well.
David says, hail Frank Gore, attack of the duck. Thank you, David. The Worthy One says, are you still coming to DragonCon, Chris? I'm sorry you didn't get to ask him that.
Yes.
Aiden says, Craig is a giant. In fact, he's taller than me when we first met back in 2019. Craig, you're awesome.
Hey,
Debatable.
thanks, Aiden. I haven't grown.
Elite Neo says Gina's case going to Discovery trumps any monetary gain she gets from this. Like Joker once said, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message.
Well said.
Mercenary says Disney stocks will be delisted and will bankrupt them.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Old Dog and Games says Smash JT and Chris Core have been an outstanding panelists today. Please have them on as often as possible.
Aw, thank you.
And Jay Watt.
See you later. Thank you.
G Watt says, I think Elon would just buy Lucasfilm.
Ooh,
That'd be interesting. Rod says, regarding the PDF file, YouTube is censoring any video that talks about it. Depends on what you put for the title, maybe.
Yeah, I've heard about that happen.
Yeah.
One time Bandcamp says, Smash JT. Oh, hey, I didn't see you come in there.
There you go.
And we are caught up on YouTube.
And over on Streamlabs, Dwight Power says the most annoying thing about Mr. Beast is that that stupid soy face grin he puts in every photo. You think with all that money he has, he can afford some protein in his diet. All right. And Kyle came in with a 5, says, oh my God, Craig, you're in the same state and time zone as me. Now you're just putting ocean. Now you are just putting ocean away from Blabs. Sorry. Anywho, what are the trending topics today? Thanks, Kyle. I think you heard them all. Hey, guys, we got to roll. We are on a tight time schedule. We got to break all this down so they can open up and people can start eating pizzas. With that said, just big thanks to Basic Pizza for having us out here. Smash, thanks for coming and hanging out with us this morning, buddy. This is super fun.
You. I mean, all the setup, all the work you put in, this is pro all the way, man. You did a great job.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
Doing it again tomorrow. So, guys, go over to Smash's channel. He's got a couple videos that are popping off right now. If you guys haven't yet, Smash is a great video game journalist.
I still hate that term. I don't want to accept it on me. I just want to talk about games.
Smash is a great video game talker about games.
Come see the amazing ball whacker guy.
That's right. Go see him. He's right there. Appreciate you guys popping in. We are just we are 89,865 normal men. If you guys are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Blabs, great job today.
Thanks.
You guys have a great rest of your day. And remember, people going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Tomorrow, we're back at it right here from Basic Pizza here in San Diego, California. If you guys see me on the San Diego Comic-Con floor, make sure you guys say hi. Give me a big old handshake, and let's take a picture. We'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.